big episode where we talk about Renato Sanchez to Arsenal. Not only that, we're also opening up about Sander Berge. Arsenal are looking into options to replace Granit Xhaka and they're serious about it. We're also going to talk about Pedro Gonçalves. And let's finally put an end to some more departures from Arsenal. And of course, Martin Odegaard's latest interview. You need to see this, okay? So without any further ado, let's just jump into the episode that we have for you guys. The first news that we have is about the Sheffield midfielder Sander Berge. So according to James Shields, he says that Sheffield are yet to receive offers for Berge and Aaron Ramsdale. Although a transfer broker acting on their behalf of Arsenal's interest in the deal, Arsenal are convinced football's bleak economic climate will eventually force United to compromise on a price for Sander Berge. Having briefed new manager Slavica Jokanovic on Berge's condition, whose reign begins on Thursday, but is planning for life with the Norwegian, United would prefer to complete his sale as quickly as possible, using a chunk of the £35 million they're demanding to improve their own squad. So, if they bound or if they get someone to actually pay them that much amount of money, so it's a strong possibility that, yeah, it might happen. It might happen. Well, talking about more stuff, let me know in the comments, do you guys rate him? I think he's a different prospect, but the amount of players that we are getting linked with to replace Granit Xhaka, I think you need to hear out the other options. Well, according to 90-Minute Football, they say that as part of Arsenal's recruitment drive, they also have eyes on 22-year-old Sporting Portugal midfielder Pedro Gonçalves. Renato Sanchez and Gonçalves both fit that profile. Younger talents under 25 with potential to develop and improve as well as increase in value. Well, Arsenal have asked Lille to be kept informed of any development surrounding the future of midfielder Renato Sanchez. That is, if they are planning to sell Renato Sanchez, Arsenal are interested. Arsenal have made contact with Lille via intermediaries to inquire about his situation and potential price tag. That's what, according to 90 Minutes Football, they say that Sanchez himself is open to his next destination, but well-placed sources close to the player say he's ready to prove himself in the Premier League. Liverpool are already thought to have been looking at Sanchez, but he's also now very much on Arsenal's radar. So Arsenal want more players, and looks like one of them is Renato Sanchez. So Dean James says that Arsenal have reportedly asked Lille to be kept informed of any developments surrounding Renato Sanchez. That is why 90-Minute Football is how he also has reported the same. Let's talk about more Kieran Tierney stuff. Well, he just keeps buzzing around. So, talking about the London slang, Kieran Tierney said, I'm learning the London slang. Bukayo and Emil Smith Rowe have the London slang. Kind of roadman stuff in it. They call me the Scottish roadman. So, talking about his first day at Arsenal, Tierney said, I was so nervous. Generally, I signed the same day as David Luiz on deadline day. To me, this guy is a superstar. He's won all his trophies. Even if people don't watch football, they know David Luiz, the guy with the curly hair. I remember he was talking to me the day we signed for Arsenal, and when I went on Instagram that night, it said follow back. So he followed me. It was like, Jesus, David Luiz knows who I am. Kieran Tierney on Arteta says, when I spoke to him after I signed the contract, I said thank you so much, because it took me when my confidence was at my lowest, 100% my lowest, after my injury. Moving away, and he picked me up. I never thought I would have that connection so soon. Obviously, the love that I had at Celtic, I think I said this before. Yeah. Yes. The other aspects of the interview I've already covered, so won't be repeating and wasting your time. Moving on, so it is understood that according to Charles Swartz, that Daniel Oyegoke, who was definitely about to depart Arsenal, while he could be heading to Brentford after his surprise decision to reject Arsenal's pro contract offer, it looks like he thought he might not have a chance with Arsenal anymore. So he thought, you know what, I'll move out. According to Footy Insider 247, Millwall are in advanced talks with Arsenal to sign Daniel Ballard on a season-long loan. So another departure, but this time it'll be a loan deal, so we should not be super afraid about certain things. So yeah, that is That. So let me just blow the wind over Granit Xhaka. No, this is not the official image. Don't get carried away. When I'm saying you don't get carried away, the master of clickbait is telling you not to get carried away. Don't get carried away. So here's a recent update via Blick Sport. So the Blick Sport say that the Swiss, that is Granit Xhaka, all the negotiations between Arsenal and Rome are still underway. They are in their last stages. Arsenal started talking to alternatives and identified Manuel Locatelli and Ruben Neves as options, according to Blick Sport. They believe that we are still behind Manuel Locatelli, but okay. Gianluca Di Marzio have as some other plans. Okay. And also according to Corriere dello Sport, Roma closes the Xhaka deal. Arsenal agreed to a total deal of 18 million euros. They're going to make 18 million euros with Granit Xhaka. And according to Gazzetta Italy, they say that Xhaka's deal to Rome, okay, the player will be present with the team in the first matches of Rome. So, yes, Granit Xhaka is officially, as it stands, after the Euro journey, won't be an Arsenal player anymore. Yep. That's the headline. That's what you want to talk about, don't you? Very well. So as you guys know that I told you about Florentino Perez coming up in an interview saying that we have 35 players, but we can only use 25 for the season. So Ceballos, Takefusa Kubo, Odegaard, they can't stay here. All of them, they are actually talking to the players and their agents. We have a lot of young players. If they can't develop here, they can go out on loan. So Florentino Perez made it clear in that interview that Ceballos, Kubo, and Odegaard will be available out on loan. But what did Martin Odegaard had to say? Like, does he have a say actually? So let's open up about that. So Martin Odegaard has actually spoken to Norwegian outlet Drammens Tidende, and he says that this is what he says. Okay, so on loans, he says, I believed and I hoped it would go even faster when I went to Madrid. I've been on loan 4 times now, and I feel like it would be good to get some stability. Talking about the Arsenal loan, he says it was very easy to get to know people and enjoy it there. A week in, I felt like a part of the team. There's a certain risk changing teams and moving to a new country mid-season, but it went far better than I had imagined. New manager at Real Madrid, he says, I haven't spoken to him directly yet. I know there have been loads of changes and a lot to do, but I'll talk to him once I get there and get to know what he's thinking. Then I have a lot of contact with the club, contact with the club, and I know they believe in me. They have a clear plan for what they want to do with me, and that's reassuring. And talking about his priority about the playing time, he said, it's important for me to play. That's why I've been on loan as well, because I want to play and affect the team I'm a part of. I believe I'll be able to do this with Madrid in time as well. And talking about, he was asked about what do you think about making it at Madrid. He says, this is my dream. That's why I signed there. When I was 16, I want to play there. It's what I want the most of all. So I think fair play. He wants to be at Madrid, man. And I think nothing can be more clearer than this. So you can't take anything away from him. So that's that about Odegaard. So let's see where he ends up right now. So, and also, as I already spoke about, Torreira's agent Pablo Bentancur opening up about that clubs might be interested in him as well. Arsenal, once they make a couple of signings, they'll be looking only to sell out players, but it looks like it will happen simultaneously. And the Xhaka's news coming right after us, almost trying to get the deal over the line for Ben White, speaks more of it. So there'll be more departures. With the youngsters, it's already begun, as I already spoke about. So let's talk to you about the breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, there is a breaking news. Everton have appointed, or they're set to appoint, Rafael Benitez. So I don't know how it's going to happen. He's the next Liverpool manager, a legendary one for Liverpool, but he's going to be he's going to be managing Everton now. Wow, he could be announced, man. He could be announced. Well, it's everywhere. Liverpool fans are really in shock. They believe that no, it won't happen. They still believe that he won't work as a new Everton manager. But if that's to be believed, then Everton would have really... Everton got a manager before Spurs, man. That is the headline. So with this, I'd like to end this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you see daily Arsenal content, best place to be, consider subscribing. I will see you in the next one. Cheers.